All right, last week we started our journey onto finding x-intercepts, and we were just adding two quantities together, adding two parentheses. All the like terms got added together. If you had two different terms that had an x squared in it, then you added those together and you kept it an x squared. When you're adding like terms, the exponent does not change. When you multiply like terms, the exponent does change, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to multiply, which is essentially just distributing. So we're going to distribute this 3x through the quantity 4x plus 1. So we're going to do 3x times 4x, and we're going to do 3x times 1. I'm drawing little arrows to show that we're multiplying 3x by both of those. 3 times 4 is 12. X times x is x squared. When you multiply x's, you add the exponents together, and if there is no exponent, it's a 1. So this is 3x to the first power, and this is 4x to the first power. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then 3x plus 1 is just 3x. 1 times anything is just itself. So you get 12x squared plus 3x. Here's another example. Maybe I should have started you with this one because this one is a little easier. I'm distributing by just a regular old number 2. There is no x in it. So 2 times 4x is 8x, and 2 times 1 is 2. All right, so distributing, and that's a little review. Now, what the problems are going to look like today is basically you're going to have to do both of these in the same problem. So what would it look like where this is actually like two problems in one? It would look like this. 3x plus 2 times 4x plus 1. So first of all, how do you know that you're supposed to multiply and not add? Well, there'll be two quantities or two parentheses right next to each other with nothing in between them. There's no plus sign or no minus sign in between them. That means you're multiplying. If they want you to add, there'll be a plus sign right here. If they want you to subtract, there'll be a minus sign. If there's nothing, then you have to multiply. And how do you multiply two parentheses together? Well, you just distribute twice. You distribute the 3x through both of those, like we just did here. And you distribute the 2 through both of those, like we just did here. So it's like two problems in one. You're distributing twice. Now, once you distribute like that twice, and you'll end up with four terms, a 12x squared, a 3x, an 8x, and a 2, then you have to combine your like terms. And the only like terms we have here are the 3x and the 8x. Now, is the 8x positive or negative? It's positive. If there's nothing in front of it, it's positive. So we have a positive 3 and a positive 8. $3 in this hand, $8 in the other hand. That's $11. So it's 12x squared plus 11x plus 2, and that's your final answer. That's how you multiply two quantities together. You distribute twice, and you combine like terms. That's the pattern to follow. Distribute twice, combine like terms, and you're done. Let me show you one more example from the very beginning. We'll say 2x minus 4 and 3x plus 5. All right, how would you solve a problem like that? Well, you would distribute the 2x through first. So 2x times 3x and 2x times 5. So that gives you 6x squared plus 10x. That's what I get when I distribute the 2x through. 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times 5 is 10x. Now I distribute the 4 through, but it's a negative 4. Don't forget that. So it's a negative times a positive, which is going to be a negative 12. So minus 12x and minus 20, because it's a negative 4 times a positive 5. So these first two terms is what I got when I distributed my 2x through, and these second two is what I got when I distributed my negative 4 through. And now we combine the like terms, which again are only the two x terms, but this time one is positive and one is negative. So you have $10 in one hand, but you owe a negative $12 to your parents. You don't have enough to pay them. You're still going to owe $2. 10 minus 12 is negative 2, so you get 6x squared minus 2x minus 20, and that's your final answer. You are done. And that's how you multiply two quantities together.